Formula One fans, get ready for some thrilling news. Today we're diving deep into the world of Formula One, bringing you the latest updates that are shaking up the paddock. We've got a full package, surprising updates from Mercedes for Silverstone, the increasingly tense situation of Perez at Red Bull, and the hot speculations about the driver market for next season. Oh, and there's even news about a young driver signing with Haas for 2025. If you're passionate about Formula One and don't want to miss any details of these stories, stay tuned until the end. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it now so you won't miss any updates from the world of speed. Let's speed through these news. Mercedes is heading to Silverstone with high expectations and exciting updates. The team is bringing a package of upgrades that promise to give the W15 a new lease of life. Among the improvements, a new front wing and aerodynamic enhancements stand out, which could change the game for Hamilton and Russell. Speaking of Hamilton, our seven-time champion is confident that the car will be more competitive in his home race this year. He highlighted the importance of these continuous improvements and how the team has been working tirelessly to close the gap to the leaders. Team principal Toto Wolff did not hold back in praising the Mercedes factory. According to him, the team's ability to quickly develop and implement updates has been crucial at this stage of the season. With these updates, Mercedes hopes to make a performance leap at Silverstone. Will we see Hamilton and Russell fighting for the podium on British soil? The expectations are sky high. Now let's talk about a situation that's heating up at Red Bull. Sergio Perez is going through a tough time with the team. The latest news? Isaac Hadjar will replace Perez in FP1 at the British GP. That's right, folks. The young driver from the Red Bull Junior team will get his chance to shine at Silverstone. But what's happening with Checo? Well, after a promising start to the season with 4 podiums in the first 5 races, the Mexican driver faced a significant drop in performance. Retirements in Monaco and Montreal, followed by disappointing results in Spain and Austria, have set off alarm bells in the team. And if you're enjoying the video, subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments if you like this new format. Back to the topic, team principal Christian Horner has not been hiding the truth. He publicly acknowledged that Perez is under pressure to improve his performance, and it's no wonder. With Max Verstappen flying high in the championship lead, Red Bull needs Checo to get back in form to secure those precious points in the Constructors' Championship. The big question now is, will Perez be able to turn things around and prove his worth to Red Bull? Or are we seeing the first signs of a more drastic change in the team? The situation is tense, and all eyes will be on Checo's performance in the upcoming races. Folks, the driver market is hotter than a tire after a pit stop. Let's start with some quick news. Oliver Bearman, the young prodigy, has just signed a multi-year contract with Haas starting from 2025. But that's just the beginning of our F1 musical chairs. Speaking of 2025, you won't believe this, but Fernando Alonso was a serious option for Mercedes. That's right, Toto Wolff himself revealed that the Spaniard was on their radar to replace Hamilton. But hold on, Alonso decided to stay with Aston Martin until 2026. Loyalty or fear of facing the challenge at Mercedes? And speaking of replacing Hamilton, Mercedes is eyeing some heavyweights. Kimi Antonelli, the crown jewel of Mercedes' junior program, is on the list. But the most shocking? Max Verstappen is also being considered. Just imagine the current champion donning the silver suit. Now let's talk about Carlos Sainz. The Spaniard is more sought after than a grid spot at Monaco. Audi, Williams, and Alpine are in the race for this talented driver. Audi has shown interest for months, but would Sainz agree to join a team that hasn't scored points this season? Williams came close to announcing Sainz, but Alpine entered the fray with an irresistible offer. And there's more. Alpine will only close the deal if they secure an engine agreement with Mercedes. It's a lot of twists and turns, folks. And we can't forget about Valtteri Bottas. James Vowles, the Williams team principal, has put the Finn on the list of options for 2025. Bottas is in a delicate situation, knowing his time at Sauber is coming to an end. Will we see the return of F1's most famous mustache to Williams? The driver market is more unpredictable than the weather at Spa. Who will end up where? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. We have many surprises ahead. But wait, folks, don't think it's over because we have more bombshell news for you. If you thought the driver market was heated, get ready for what's coming next. The paddock is buzzing with rumors and speculations that could completely change the Formula One landscape. We're about to dive into a plot worthy of the best Hollywood thrillers. We have exclusive information about behind-the-scenes movements that are making even the most experienced team principals lose sleep. And the consequences? Well, they could reverberate throughout the grid next season. Additionally, we have hot updates about one of the sport's most iconic teams. Technical updates that are causing a stir among engineers and could turn the tables in the upcoming races. Do you want to know all the details of these electrifying stories? Then hold on to your seat because the best of Formula One is just beginning. The next revelations promise to shake the world of speed like never before. Now folks, let's end on a high note. The F1 season is heating up faster than tires in Monaco, and Mercedes is leading this technical revolution. The German team arrives at Silverstone with a package of updates that promises to change the game. We're talking about a new front wing that looks like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, combined with aerodynamic improvements that would make even Adrian Newey drop his jaw. Lewis Hamilton is beaming, feeling that the W15 will finally match his talent in his home race. But it's not just Mercedes making waves. We have the epic duel between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen at the Austrian GP. That battle in the final laps was breathtaking. The two have already talked and apparently resolved their differences. Will we see more duels like that in Silverstone? Williams is also bringing significant updates. James Vowles, the new team principal, is determined to lift Williams from the back of the grid. Could we see some surprises? And we can't forget about Alpine. The French team has its eyes on Carlos Sainz for 2025, but only if they can secure a deal to use Mercedes engines. Just imagine that twist. Alpine with a Mercedes engine would be a force to be reckoned with. Meanwhile, Audi is continuing its preparations to enter F1, eyeing several drivers for its future project, including Nico Hülkenberg. Finally, we have the intriguing case of Valtteri Bottas. The Finn is at a crossroads, with his future at Sauber uncertain. Will we see the return of the fastest mustache in F1 to Williams? One thing is certain, F1 is more unpredictable and exciting than ever. With Mercedes bringing updates to every GP and so many changes on the horizon, each race promises to be a crucial chapter in this epic season. So, speed fans, don't blink. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything, because the best of Formula One is just beginning, and this season promises to go down to the final checkered flag and be one for the history books.